access of new market, gaining market share, tax efficiency. These are the object of any M&A. When we are doing M&A, we require 3 due diligence: business, financial and legal. Now what we were doing earlier, we were doing physical verification. All papers are there, we are searching, we are doing. Then now MC21 is providing online inspection, but it is a limited. I can get the information which you will show it to me, but I cannot compare, I cannot get other information. Now in the XBRL era, now physical verification, you can just understand that all documents are lying there, you have to search. Whether you are able to get it or not, you don't know. If you are, because you can't do complete, it's a sample checking. Now in the due diligence, what you check? You check approval, permission, you check contracts, you check shareholders agreement, you check management ownership, you check lender creditors agreement, listing disclosure, evaluation of assets, then financial number strength, market and global reach, human resources, intellectual property, litigation, regulatory aspects, governance and compliance. Now these are things which normally you check when you are doing due diligence. Now I am not saying XBRL, this presentation which I am showing is not just for today. I am just saying when XBRL will come and the due diligence process, how you will use the due diligence process with the help of this tool. Now what is the problem with the present system if you are doing due diligence of this? It's a time consuming process. You have to go 1 month, 2 months you are taking. There are so many errors because you cannot check everything and you cannot understand everything, so you may leave something. Information not readily available. You go any company for due diligence. There is a one problem, the data room is not available or is not prepared, information is missing, and when you are starting, some new information is also have come, so you are missing that. No uniformity in presentation of information because everybody is asking in a different style and different manner. You are the auditor, other person is managing information, both are managing in different way. Different formats, lacking international standard because so many deals you are doing which is international level. They are using some terminology and you are using some other terminology. So this is also a problem. You are saying memorandum and article and association. They talk constitution. They talk some other word. So this is a lack of international standard. Now in my opinion, if XBRL comes, this is my very favorite slide, 80-20-30. And I have used this, that use technology. Normally we devote 80% time for routine work, 20% we do strategical work. But you use technology, then 20% time we'll use for this information, data mining, customization, verification and report generation and standardization. And 80% time which is saved, we can devote more time, which earlier we were doing only 80% time devoting for this part, strategy, research, analysis, problem solving, management and MIS, and understand better about the company's due diligence process. Now in the XBRL system, what we will do, what are the advantages? One is easy availability of authentic data in customized manner. You will click, all the information, all the balance sheet will be readily available in your style. Today we are struggling to convert our present system to XBRL. But tomorrow there are so many company will come when they will start providing data mining facility for your company's analysis compared to others, and other company can also come out because ministry is working out that how to provide information to the general public. And I think ministry is doing delay. Today you are ready to buy any software of this much of data at 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees because it is a required. You are connected with this. Sometimes you have 100 companies in a group, 10 company, 15 company. What are the negativity available in the market about your company? What is the other people's profit? How they are working? What is the total limit, total capacity? All these things are not available today. Suppose I want to start a socks factory. What should I do? What is the total capacity in India? I want to know. I'm not saying that you can understand the entire thing because there are so many unorganized sectors are working. But majority business in the company form. So you can have a major data with you. So I want to start a socks factory and I want to know what is the installed capacity in India, what is the usability capacity in India. And then I can see whether my product which I am starting. Because in India the biggest problem that we don't have a authentic data. Everybody and anybody is starting on hearsay any business. You have seen Delhi or you have seen UP. There is the onion price. When the onion production is more, price will go down. And the farmers are burning their crops because this is the cost of shifting to the market is more than the price.